Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about inventory and analysis for host systems. My name is Q Mangus. I'm a product marketing manager here at Micro Focus, and we're joined by Dorian Hughes, a senior product manager. Today we're going to be showing you a short demo and giving you some messaging around Host Access Analyzer. So for that, I'm going to turn the time over to Dorian Hughes, and he's going to walk us through that.
Hi, I'm Dorian Hughes, Senior Product Manager in the AMC Business Unit. I'm going to present you today the new product, Host Access Analyzer. We are going to go through a demo together. Before I show you the product, let's start with a bit of context. The host connectivity world could have been simple. One emulator, one mainframe, but our best friend Murphy has decided obviously differently. There is a wide variety of products running on different platforms and on different devices to access the mainframe. Our customer, they are running this software for years. With merge and acquisition, or sometimes because their right hand does not speak to their left one, they have now different software from different vendors. And sometimes they are even running different versions of the same software. They also run that on different type of device, laptop, desktop, and different operating system, from the most recent one like Windows 10 to the oldest one like Windows XP. They have various users, from the teleoperator in a call center that has no rights, no privilege, that is following a script when he's talking to its own customers, to the most educated power user that has all privileges on his machine, on the application, and can build whatever automation he wants. They are also running various level of security. So it means that they can access the mainframe. Often their end user can access the mainframe in plain telnet or in TLS 1.3. Their user built a wide variety of automation, from the simplest macro, to the most complicated business application. Often in an unmanaged environment, IT does not know anything about what they are doing with their emulator. That leads to thousands of assets that needs to be taken in consideration in whatever changes you need to do in the environment. Obviously, we know that this application, this green screen application, they are running mission critical applications with less and less resources, IT resources, to manage this install base. So let's see how we can categorize the needs of our customer with respect of the host connectivity install base. Three main themes. The first one is governance, how to optimize my resources. How do I stay compliant with licenses? How do I enforce policies in a world where everybody is able to do whatever he wants? The second one is infrastructure. How do I anticipate any type of infrastructure changes in my organization to make sure that I'm not going to disrupt the business? It can be a desktop change, like a product version upgrade or an operating system upgrade. It can be an environment change, like an increase of the security, or it can be a consolidation or migration of terminal emulation to move to a single vendor or even to a single product. The last one is security. Security is divided in multiple aspects. It can be compliance with regulation like PCI DSS or GDPR. It can be making sure that I'm protected against the risks and the known vulnerability of the product I'm running. Or how do I monitor the user that I have, making sure that they don't access it off hours or they are not exporting illegally data out of the mainframe. The truth is that IT has less and less knowledge in the three domains with respect of the host connectivity products. Host Access Analyzer is meant to help in the three domains. So let's see a bit before we go into the demo itself. How does it work? We collect information on the desktop and the endpoint, let's say the endpoint. These information are collected by an agent, and the agent is sending the configuration, the files to a server. On the server, we parse and analyze this file to produce reports. So the first set of things we can do is analyze the install base. The second thing is we analyze the usage of the product when somebody start and stop a session, when somebody start and stop a macro. So with all this information, we can provide business value to the IT people of the customer. We can tell them how their users are behaving and what they are doing and what they own.
For the purpose of this demonstration, because of a security audit, I was tasked to raise the level of security of our mainframes connections and check for rogue macros. The first thing you are going to see after the logging is an overview dashboard. First thing to mention on this dashboard are the coverage indicators, basically the quality of the data that you are going to work on. The first set of graph is about terminal emulator products. You get a quick view on what is deployed and what is used. You also get an overview of their assets. By assets, I mean the files that are used in conjunction with the products like sessions, macro, keyboard mapping, and so on. The colored indicator reflects the unicity level of this file across the install base. We also give information about the top connected host and the most used macros. So in the blink of an eye, you get a complete overview of the install base from the product to their assets passing by their usage. So let's drill down into one of them. Let's start by terminal emulator. This report displays information about the product deployed in my organization, when they are used, how they are split by product lines or product version, or on which operating system they run on. Let's pretend that I'm in a consolidation effort from extra to reflection. I'm going to filter out everything but extra and reflection. We can see that the extra usage decrease and the reflection one increase. We can also see that over the last 2 weeks didn't change a lot. So we will have to talk about that with the desktop manager to understand what happened and where they are with the consolidation effort. Now that we have information about terminal emulation products, let's see more about the connection themselves. This report is built in a similar manner from the previous one. We can see the usage over time and the heat map to understand when the connection happened. One thing that worth mentioning in this report is that it contains information on all connection against the host, even the ones from product that Host Access Analyzer does not support. I should say does not support yet. This can be useful to understand if there are any unauthorized software used in the organization to connect to the host. Now that we know about products and connection, let's have a look on sessions. Same type of report, mixing usage and inventory data. As explained, I was tasked to increase the security level of the mainframe by denying all connections that are not at least TLS 1.2. I will need to contact all the users that connect with such unsecure sessions and tell them what to do or do it myself. For that, I'm going to focus on the mainframe connection only, then filter out the TLS 1.2 and more from the list. I'm left with 31,000 plus sessions that I'm going to export into Excel. For that, I'm exploring the data. and I will add the user name into the list. Let's add it. Username, and then export the data. When the data are ready, I can download it. So now I have the list of sessions with their user. I can create a pivot table and then contact the user to tell them what to do with the list of sessions that I have here. Finally, I need to check on the ROG macros. You are now familiar with this type of report mixing usage and inventory data. In this report, we can get detailed information about the macro, such as the type of macro, their size, on how they are used, and when they are used. I'm specifically interested by the ROG macros, the one that run for a long time and then sound suspicious. The same way we did for the unsecured session, we can export the list of this macro with the user that run them. We will then be able to contact them to understand what they are doing with these macros. That's the end of this demo. Host Access Analyzer is built to be tailored to the needs of customers. Everything can be customized, from the dashboards to the reports passing by the graph themselves. It can be done by our professional services or by the customer himself. Host Access Analyzer comes with a pre-populated demo database to create meaningful demonstrations.
Thanks, Dorian, for that demonstration and for that information. I hope everyone can see the benefit of Host Access Analyzer and how it can help you with your mainframe and host systems. If you do have any further questions or would like further information, feel free to reach out to us. Our email addresses are there on the screen, and then you can also visit our website at microfocus.com to learn more about Host Access Analyzer. The web page is up there. Thanks again, everybody, for viewing this short demo about Host Access Analyzer.